What it do though? It's your favorite low, Mr. Ortiz, back like I never left. Raised by OGs, not IG. Anywho, I was just watching a dude, I think a little podcast. I don't know who the dude is. Anyways, he was talking to Supreme Junior, and Supreme Junior was saying that he think that his dad is more legendary than Big Meech. You know, so this is called BMF versus Supreme Team. Since both teams is supposed to be legendary. But the difference is between Supreme and BMF. Supreme Team been around since the 80s. BMF didn't come into the 2000s, but they did have a clique called the 50 Boys. So they like really kind of neck to neck, one younger and one older. Supreme comes from the Five Percenters. You know, real righteous brothers from New York. You know what I'm saying? Big Meech come from under, the best friends, the YBMs, the school crowds, and, the Chamber Brothers era. You know what I'm saying? But now, if you break it down, as far as like, how he was feeling like, Supreme is more legendary. Now, Supreme is more legendary. Legend deadly. You feel me? Nas and them spoke on it. 50 and them spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take nothing from Supreme. And then when Supreme got out, he was messing with Gotti and Ja Rule and all them. So, he got caught in the twist because they had to get rid of a person like him because dude was real powerful and he really was about that, getting the money. But, how they say Queens get the money, but bro was really about that. And y'all know the history. I ain't got to explain it. It's documented. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas shit in it on us, etc. But as far as Big Meech, the reason why Big Meech is more bigger than Supreme is because one thing the feds didn't and the state of New York didn't, they didn't let Supreme shine. You know what I'm saying? They did let him shine because he's a threat. So if you're going to compare, really you can't because Big Meech really wasn't a threat like Supreme them was. You know what I'm saying? Supreme was really a threat, really a problem out there. You feel me? But Big Meech was not a problem because if he was a problem, he would have been still in Detroit building. You know what I'm saying? He had to leave Detroit to go to LA and start messing with the local guys, and then head to Atlanta and start his empire, and that's like 2000. And overall, if people's gonna pick, yes, they're gonna pick Big Meech. It's because in the 2000s, a lot of bottles popping, booty shaking, Rex and effects, all that was going on in Atlanta. And this millennium, it's a lot of dick riders. I'm just being real. That's the only reason why Big Me, because it's the money. It's the same as like Jay-Z. It's like everybody is going to be a fan favorite of Jay-Z, not because of his music, it's because the money he got. When they Google his network and they be like, Jay-Z worth him and Beyonce together like $1 billion. It's like people ride it's the money, fool. It's not the credibility no more. Being gangster is not gangster no more. It's the only gangster that, especially in the black community, that they only respect is the Italians. And everybody know Italians is niggas inside out, Sicilian, they niggas, but they racist as hell. So, if a black dude is a superhero, to the criminal world, organization world, then they'd be like, oh yeah, but it's like they don't get no credit. It's like only person get a credit is Italians. It don't matter if it's Sammy the Bull, he snitched, don't got, and they still appraise him because he's not black. That's just how it is. I ain't make it up, but that's just the truth. So yeah, the same thing with Big Meech. It's like Big Meech showed the money and not the streets, because they really wasn't streets. You know, everybody know the true story. Southwest T wasn't about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Meech wasn't about it. But being in the industry, yes, you could be about it. Shit, look at Suge. You see what Suge did to the industry? He punked everybody in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And I think people stopped being afraid of Suge is when Suge got knocked out by the barber. You feel me? Let's be real. But other than that, Suge had the world shook for over 20 years. Let's be real. The world. There's only a few dudes that stand up to him. You know what I'm saying? Just the same as it was one dude that's in the industry that stand up to Supreme. And that's 50 Cent. But it's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? When the money come involved, it already, you know, Big Meech won. You know, so if you BMF versus Supreme, yeah, BMF won. Shit, they got a movie about him. A whole series. But shit, Soprano got on American Gangster, and everybody was on American Gangster was real, but it's Big Meech and them on American Gangster? No, but are they on Gangland type shit? Yeah. Is it even? No. Even semi, but not the same. But it's the money, man. That's all I can say, you know. Like I said, I don't take nothing from Meech and them, you know. But I'm saying, though, history, they won because of the money. But as far as just organization, just street, Supreme Team, homie. Because they had real hitters that's not here no more or doing hella years. On top of hella years. You feel me? And that was a threat. It took it to a whole nother level. And that's just what it is. But like I said, though, shout out to the Supremes and shout out to BMF, homie. Free Meech. Free Supreme McGriff. You feel me? You know, everybody paid their dues, homie. Everybody paid their dues. You know, it's time to let them go. You know what I'm saying? But you know how the world is, man. If you're a threat, you're a problem. They'd rather see you riding before they free you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Larry Hoover. You know, at least his lead, you know, their leader's still around. Our leader gone, so rest in peace, Tookie. You know, Warren Washington. I'm out though, man. You know, I just had to say that, speak on that, but it's no comparison on me. Anyways, I'm out though. 2 C's, favorite low, yawl.